Paper 1 AS 2019. Quick question around chlorides, bromides and iodides. So something like sodium chloride, how do you test for it? You add acidified silver nitrate. It will make silver chloride as a white precipitate. Sodium bromide, acidified silver nitrate, silver bromide as a cream precipitate. Sodium iodide, acidified silver nitrate makes silver iodide as a yellow precipitate. What if you're not sure? If you can't tell a difference in the colours? Well, you can add ammonia solution. So silver chloride dissolves in dilute ammonia. Silver bromide will dissolve in ammonia, but only if the ammonia is concentrated. Silver iodide won't dissolve in any kind of ammonia, dilute or concentrated. What about sodium fluoride? Well, sodium fluoride does make silver fluoride, but it's not a solid, it's not a precipitate, it dissolves, so you wouldn't see anything in that case. Next question, why does it need to be acidified? Well, maybe you get a white solid and you think, okay, well with acidified silver nitrate, that white solid must mean I've got something like sodium chloride because I've made silver chloride. But you might not have had sodium chloride, you might have had sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate and silver nitrate makes silver carbonate, which is also a white solid. But if there's acid there, you should know that carbonates and acids bubble and react. So the acid removes any chance of you making a white solid like silver carbonate, and therefore you know that the white solid must be a chloride. Which acid wouldn't you use? Well, you wouldn't use hydrochloric acid, because hydrochloric acid dissociates in water. It's a strong acid, dissociates in water to make Cl- ions, so you'd always get a white solid of silver chloride if you use hydrochloric acid. Let's look at the question now. I've got to distinguish between the two. Actually, because they're both chlorides, silver nitrate's not going to work anyway on this case. I've got to test for the barium by adding something like sulfuric acid. That's going to make barium sulfate, used in barium meals, a white solid. So sulfuric acid will make barium sulfate. It won't make anything with sodium chloride, but it will make a white precipitate of barium sulfate. So actually that's the test for barium rather than the chlorides. What about sodium chloride and sodium carbonate? Well, I've got to add the acidified silver nitrate. It would make a white solid in both cases, silver chloride and silver carbonate, but the white solid must be sodium chloride. It must be a chloride, sodium chloride making silver chloride. The white solid must be silver chloride from sodium chloride, because of the acidified nature of the silver nitrate means it can't be a carbonate, silver carbonate that's made, because that reacts with acid. So I'd get bubbles in that case. I'd get the acidified silver nitrate would react with the carbonate, the silver carbonate that might be made, and would make bubbles of carbon dioxide.